Hey guys, Victoria Paxton here. Thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about Kylie Ryan and JJ Vallow. Let me just start by saying everything encompassing this video belongs to me. Do not copy my videos or I will have to sue you. If you are a psychic, do your own reading. If you're not a psychic and you're not legit, don't copy my readings. Okay, guys. Everything's for entertainment purposes, all that, blah, blah, blah. So let me start by saying I'm kind of cotton-mouthy. My blood pressure dropped out yesterday. It was a nightmare of a day. So today I'm kind of like, you know, just overlook it, okay? Okay, you guys. So I was able to connect with both Kylie and JJ, and I want to talk about that. Let me start by saying when I was able to connect with JJ, he came through adorable as he always was, you know. He is, however, a child, so I didn't, you know, I didn't feel the need to like push him. So we talked about his mom, his Nana and Papa. We talked about Colby. And let's just say he's in an amazing place and he's thriving and doing well. And it just made my heart happy. It really made my heart happy. Yeah. But I think unfortunately, or fortunately, should I say, okay, I think he has a hard time understanding what's going on. You know what I mean? And it's probably for the best, you know? He did say he sees his dad, which is awesome. Okay. So Kylie, let's talk about Kylie. I was able to connect with Kylie. I told her who I was. You know, what I wanted to talk to her about. First of all, she came through, you guys. I understand everybody said that Lori was jealous of Kylie. I understand why. Kylie came through as just absolutely beautiful. She was just beautiful and bubbly and happy, and you know, that's what first popped into my head. Is that everybody said that Lori was jealous of her youth and her beauty. And trust me, Lori will never have even 1/8 of what this child has. She is just an absolutely beautiful human being, period. Okay. She spoke about JJ and how great their relationship continues to be. She spoke about seeing Charles. Okay, so she started off by saying that there was one thing that she had struggled with in the end, and that was her lying to the police about what happened to Charles. She said her mother threatened her. She said Alex threatened her. She said I was put in a tough spot, so what was I gonna do? You know, and I said, oh my God. First of all, you should not feel bad or guilty about that in any way, shape, or form. Okay, you were a child. Your mother and your uncle were grown adults. It's on them, not you, you know? She kind of just, you know, continued to talk, so I just let her go because she was, you know, comfortable. She spoke about she doesn't check in on her mom. She said it makes her really sad. She said that what she has noticed is that her mom is sitting in jail and still believes exactly the same way she believed before she killed herself and JJ. Let that sit with you for just a minute. This woman, if you want to call her that, is so pathetic, okay, that she continues to think she's this special goddess, and she continues to think that Chad really loves her and that he was somebody, whatever, in a past life or whatever. He's a piece of shit and so is she, okay? So when Tylee said that, like, that hit really hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's just pathetic, you guys. It's pathetic. She went on to say that her mom was an amazing mom. She was hands-on. She was like the best mother until the last year and a half of her life. Okay. She said she began to notice little things here and there. You know, her mom tried to brush it off when she questioned her mom about it. She said her mom went from, you know, acting like she loved Charles to, sorry guys, I think I have mascara underneath my, rough day yesterday, you guys, so I'm feeling it today. Anyway, she continued to say that, or she said that her mom went from acting like she loved Charles and she was in love with him, you know, loving her life, to, you know, she didn't want anything to do with Charles. And she said she caught her mom in a bunch of lies. Of course, she didn't go into any detail. She said she began to see her mom's religious beliefs change. She said her mom had always been, you know, a really religious person, and she liked to go to temple and all that. But she said she began to see things concerning her religion change. She said she couldn't give me a word for it, but that it just became more intense. Okay. The next thing she noticed was her mom started talking about, well, I'm going to be able to do this and I'm going to be able to do that because Chad said this and Chad said that. And she said that's when she first started hearing about this Chad person. And her mom was telling her, oh, Chad said that in a past life, he and I were this, and this happened, and that happened. And so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And she said she's listening to her mom saying these things. And she said she literally was thinking in her mind, like, is my mom going crazy? You know? And she said she didn't realize right then that this was because of this Chad person. She just knew that all of a sudden Chad's name kept coming up whenever she would talk about religion and how she had done this and that in a past life and how she was this and she was that. Yeah. So she questioned her mom one day. She noticed that her mom was texting someone all the time and that she would overhear her mom on the phone whispering and laughing. And so she questioned her mom and she said, Mom, are you with this Chad guy now or something? Her mom was like, no. What are you talking about? Chad's married. I'm married still. He's Alex's friend, not mine. But Tylee said, like, I wasn't stupid. She's like, I wasn't dumb, you know? So she went back, she came back around to talking about when she lied to the police about what happened with Alex and Charles. And she said, you know, my mom made threats to me, and she literally said, if you tell the truth of what happened, then who's going to raise you and JJ? Because I'm going to go to prison. Your Uncle Alex is going to go to prison, so who's going to raise you and JJ? How could a loving, caring mother put that on their child? You know what I mean? I mean, that just shows you right there that Lori's a piece of shit. Like, we all knew, but you know what I mean? She went on to say that there was a time near the end of August when she was afraid. She was afraid for her and JJ. So she texted Colby, and she told Colby that she had overheard their mom discussing that she and JJ were zombies and that they were going to be taken care of. Her mom flat out said it to her face, and she said, "I'm not a zombie. Give me a break." She said, but my mom said it like all the time. It wasn't like a one-time thing. This was all the time. And she was always on the phone talking about me and my brother being zombies. She said, so I decided, I was scared. I didn't feel comfortable anymore with my mom. So I decided to text my brother. I was texting away and my mom yelled for me. I put my phone down. I came out of my room. I went to her. We ended up going and running an errand. We come back and my phone was nowhere to be found. She couldn't find her phone. She said that was the end of August. She was killed at the beginning of September. So there you go. She said, you know, she never sent the text because she was in the midst of texting this long message to her brother. She woke up one morning. She had a horrible feeling. She couldn't put her finger on it, but she just felt like something was really off. And she said, off as in something wasn't right with my mom, something wasn't right with my Uncle Al. There was just something off, like in my surroundings, and I could feel it. And she said, so when we got to Chad's house, and yeah, she said she was grabbed by both Chad and Alex, and she said she begged, please don't hurt JJ. She said that's all I cared about because I had already woken up this feeling I knew I was going to die or something bad. She didn't say that. She said I knew something bad was going to happen. So when they grabbed me, she said, I just yelled, you know, please don't hurt JJ. Please don't hurt JJ. She said I didn't care because I knew they were going to hurt me. I just wanted JJ to be okay because I had to become his protector in the last year and a half, especially at the end, near the last 3 or 4 months. She said I felt like I had to protect him, that it was my sole purpose to protect him, which is so freaking pathetic, you guys. She was 16 years old. Like, she should have been able to be a teenager and, you know, going out with friends and having fun. But instead, she felt like she had to protect her little brother because her mother was a freaking psycho, you know? Anyway, she said Alex grabbed her and Chad grabbed her and everything went black and she ended up where she is today. So I asked her if she wanted to talk about the very end. She said, that's all I remember. I said, there are a lot of people that have a lot of things to say about what actually happened to you. You know, do you have anything to take away, to add? And she said, I don't want to relive that. The things that they did to me were horrific. She said, but a lot of people got it wrong. And I said, okay. And we left it at that. She went on to say that she's been working really hard. She's been able to forgive her mom. She said from the beginning with Chad, she said, I couldn't stand him. I didn't like him at the beginning because everything about my mom changed because of him. And she said, I really couldn't stand him. And she said, so have I forgiven him yet? No, and I'm working on that, but it's not something I can do right now. She went on to say that she sees Joseph, her dad. She sees him a lot, and she didn't want to go into too many details, but she said so much of what my mom said about him was nothing but lies. She said, my mom convinced me of so many lies, and she said the majority of it was just lies. So she said she has a good relationship with him now. She sees Charles all the time. JJ gets to see him all the time, and she said, you know, they have a good little unit up there. I asked her if she has seen or met, this one almost made me cry, you guys. I asked her if she had seen or met Tammy Daybell. And immediately she said, oh my gosh, she's so sweet to JJ. She loves JJ and JJ loves her. And I was like, wow. And she said, yeah, you know, you know, something horrible from all this that we had in common was that Chad, you know, was responsible for killing all three of us. And she said, you know, it's ironic that now we're close to his wife that he killed, Tammy. But she said, like, she's just so sweet. She's so sweet. And I asked her if they ever talked about, you know, life and stuff as far as, you know, Chad killing her. And she said, no, we don't ever talk about that. So that's actually good. I asked her, oh, this is ironic. I said, do you ever get to see your Uncle Al? And she said, here? No. He's not here. She's like, no. She's like, no. And she said, you know, I have so much anger towards him and towards Chad. And she said, it's for the best that I don't see him now. She went on to say, you know, that she missed her mom, she missed Colby, she misses her friends, you know, her extended family. She said she checks in on Colby all the time. She said, I don't check in on my mom. I told you why. I can't go there. And I said, well, you're an amazing young lady for being able to forgive her, because there are a lot of people here on earth that can't stand her and didn't even know her. So you're amazing for being able to forgive her. I asked her when she brought up her dad, Joseph Ryan, I said, has the question ever come up of whether your mom had anything to do with his death? And she said, yes, it has. And she said, and I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't a participant in that. She's like, do I know for sure? No. You guys, when I was connecting with JJ, let me just tell you this. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because it was really hard, okay? And when I say it was really hard, it's for the sheer fact that he was just so sweet and innocent. And he talked about how much he misses his mom, like, and his papa and his nana. And, you know, he's so sweet and innocent. And he still is. He's just such a sweetheart, you know? And it just emotionally was just really hard. That's why I don't want to talk too much about the things that he said. I don't feel like I can go there. Let me just say that he's just a really great little guy, but he's doing really well. I mean, you know, and I say this a lot, like, you know, when someone's loved one, you know, crosses over, it's like, oh, they're doing so good, they look so good, but that doesn't bring the person that misses them here on earth comfort. I mean, it does in some cases, but you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say that, you know what I mean? But you still miss that person so desperately. And I can't imagine what this family's going through. Colby, poor Colby, in one fell swoop, lost his entire family. Kay and Larry Woodcock lost their grandson. Like, I can't even imagine the pain. Kay lost her brother. I can't imagine the pain they're going through. But I will just say, it was really nice talking to Tylee, and it was really nice to talk to JJ. I just can't talk about it too much or I'll start bawling like a little wimp, and he's just such a great kid. And Tylee is just absolutely gorgeous, okay? That's all I can say. So, all right, you guys, be nice, be kind, stay safe, stay healthy. I hope everybody's doing amazing. Happy early Memorial Day weekend. Please join me on Friday Night Live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on my YouTube channel. And that about does it for me. Bye, guys.